Yeah, just a quick review of the book Weight Training, A Beginner's Guide to Building a Leaner, Bigger, Stronger Body Naturally and Easily. Basically, the book is divided up into 12 chapters. I'll just go over some briefly just to let you know what's in the book. The first chapter is muscle science. Here they go talk a little bit about the physiology behind how muscles get bigger. The second one is positive mindset. Talk about the power of positive thinking, the mental side of lifting weights. Chapter 3 is 3 pillars, which is sleep, training, and nutrition. 4 is bodybuilding myths. Goes over a few of those. 5 is working out for your specific body type. There's 3 basic body types, mesomorph, endomorph, and ectomorph. Talks about each of those. Basic training principles, things like progressive resistance, training to failure. 7th chapter is isometrics, which is a certain type of muscle contraction. 8th chapter is how the diet influences your training. 9 is specifically about your stomach, six-pack abs, and the science behind them. 10 is amazing herbs for bodybuilding. Covers about 4 of the major ones in particular. 11 is the weekly training programs. There's 6 of them for Monday through Friday. Well, Monday through Saturday, I should say. So it just lists 6 of the workouts. And 12 is how to execute each major exercise that it talks about. Here they have pictures of each exercise and a lot of written instructions. So yeah, I think if you're, want to get into some weight training, I think there's a lot of good information here, and a lot of good guidance, as to, how to get started, how many days a week to work out, what exercises to do. So yeah, I think it's a really good resource. The other thing to say is a lot of times when people start weight training, they start having issues like, knee pain or shoulder pain. A lot of bodybuilders have trouble with their rotator cuff when they do a lot of overhead shoulder work and stuff and start lifting a lot of things. Just want to bring up one other resource, the 6-minute torn rotator cuff solution. It says for seniors, but obviously this exercise program will work for anybody. It's written by a physical therapist. If you want to avoid a rotator cuff problem, or if you have any kind of shoulder issue, this is a good resource. A lot of times, believe it or not, strengthening your rotator cuff, which is the main stabilizing group of muscles for your shoulder, once you get shoulder stability, a lot of other shoulder problems go away. So it's good not just for a rotator cuff problem. Real briefly, what the rotator cuff is, goes over a lot of the anatomy, just kind of basic stuff there. A lot of good pictures in this book. It's a very evidence-based book. It doesn't ask you to do anything that hasn't been proven in research to work exercise-wise. Answers you need to know, what are the symptoms of a rotator cuff tear? Are there any arm maneuvers that might indicate that I have a rotator cuff tear? Where exactly does it tear at? Just a ton of good information here. Are there different kinds of rotator cuff tears? I have a tear and I'm in a lot of pain. I need surgery, right? Well, no, not necessarily. What will happen if I just leave a tear alone? So it goes over that stuff, all the studies. How does exercise compare to surgery when it comes to a torn rotator cuff? So just a lot of good information. And then if you don't need surgery, which most people, if you compare surgery to exercise, they do the same in all these randomized controlled trials that the book lists. Goes over the stretching and strengthening exercises you need to get your rotator cuff in shape. Program won't take you any more than less than 10 minutes a day to do, some days even less. So real good resource if you want to avoid a shoulder problem, or if you have one that's keeping you from starting weight training. I think this is a good resource. But yeah, if you're looking for a good weight training book, I think this is a tremendous resource. So yeah, definitely check it out.